Pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the fans. Pose with the fans.
Balancing functionality and atmosphere. In this discussion, we will explore the important relationship between functionality and atmosphere in architectural design. We will look at the insights from two influential architects, Juhani Pallasmaa, who focuses on sensory experience, and Peter Zumthor, who combines atmosphere with practicality. This exploration will help us understand how architects can create spaces that are not only useful but also enjoyable and meaningful. We will take our time using simple language and clear examples to ensure understanding. Peripheral perception in Pallasmaa's work. Juhani Pallasmaa's views on peripheral perception are essential for understanding how architecture affects our feelings and experience. In his book, Space, Place, and Atmosphere, Peripheral Perception in Existential Experience, Pallasmaa explains that our perception of a space isn't just about what we see with our eyes. It also includes other senses like hearing, touch, and even smell. This broader way of perceiving is called peripheral perception. For example, imagine walking into a warm wooden cabin in the mountains. When you enter, you might first notice the rich smell of wood. As you look around, you might see the sunlight streaming through the windows, creating patterns on the floor. The sound of a crackling fire might add the warmth of the place. These sensory details contribute to the atmosphere and can make you feel cozy and comfortable. This cabin is more than just a structure, it provides a deep emotional experience. Pallasmaa argues that good architecture engages all our senses. When architects consider how people will experience space, they can create an environment that feels alive. For instance, a museum couldn't only display art, but also design the interior to create a serene atmosphere. The way the walls are painted, the softness of the lighting, and even the background music can enhance the visitor's experience, allowing them to connect more deeply with the art. Pallasmaa also mentions how our memories and feelings are connected to our sensory experiences. A certain smell, like fresh bread baking, can remind us of home, creating a sense of belonging. Architects should think about how spaces can evoke memories and emotions through design, reinforcing the idea that spaces can be rich with meaning and experience.
Zumthor's approach to atmospheric spaces. Now, let's turn to Peter Zumthor's, which offers a practical approach to creating atmospheric spaces. In his book, Atmospheres, Zumthor emphasizes the power of materials, light, and sound in architecture. He believes that these elements can create strong emotional responses in people. Zumthor's focus is on how these aspects come together to form a particular atmosphere in a space. For example, think about a visit to a spa. The use of soft lighting, gentle sound of water, and natural materials like stone and wood all work together to create a relaxing environment. This is not just about making the spa look nice, it is about how every detail contributes to a feeling of tranquility and peace. Zumthor emphasizes this kind of careful attention to details in his designs. He also believes that functionality should always be part of the design process. For instance, in a church, the design might include high ceiling, which not only look impressive but also allow sound to travel beautifully during church performances. In this way, Zamtur shows that architecture can be both beautiful and practical. Architecture can design spaces that serve their purpose while also creating powerful atmospheres. When creating public spaces, such as park or squares, Zamtur might consider how people will move through them and interact with each other. He believes that designing pathways or seating areas that encourage social interaction can create lively atmospheres where people feel comfortable gathering. In this way, Zamtur's approach combines both the sensory experience with practical considerations.
Balancing functionality and sensory experience in architectural design. With the insights from Pallasmaa and Zamtur, we can see that architects have a unique opportunity to balance functionality and atmosphere in their designs. This balance is crucial for creating environments that serve daily needs while also being pleasant and inspiring to be in. One way architects can balance these elements is by focusing on user experience. For example, when designing a school, architects can think about how students will use this space. Classrooms should be well lit and comfortable, allowing students to focus on learning. But they can also create common areas where students can relax and socialize by integrating both functionality and a warm atmosphere. The school can become a place where students feel safe and inspired to learn. Another aspect of achieving balance is through the choice of materials. Using natural materials like wood or stone can create a warm and inviting atmosphere. For example, in a restaurant, wooden tables and the chairs can make the space feel cozy, while large windows allow natural light to fill the room. This combination can enhance the dining experience. The atmosphere becomes part of the dining experience, affecting how guests feel about their meal and encouraging them to stay longer. Furthermore, architects can experiment with layout and design to promote interaction and connectivity. For instance, in a community center, an open layout with visible paths encourages people to move around and engage with various activities. This design choice can lead to an increased sense of community and connection among visitors. By thinking about how spaces are arranged, architects can encourage positive social interactions and create an inviting atmosphere. Attention to details is also vital. For example, when designing a hospital, soft colors and gentle lighting can help calm patients, while comfortable waiting areas can make a difficult experience more bearable. Small details like the choice of artwork or the availability of natural light can create a healing atmosphere. Architects must remember that these details contribute to a fulfilling experience for users, enhancing functionality while ensuring comfort and emotional well-being. Finally, architects can draw inspiration from nature. Biophilic design incorporates elements of nature and building, enhancing both atmosphere and functionality. For example, adding indoor plants, views of gardens, or natural water features can create a shouting and healthy environment. Research shows that being around nature can reduce stress and improve mood, demonstrating that good design can enhance well-being. In conclusion, the teachings of Giovanni Pallasma and Peter Zumthor guide us towards understanding how to balance the practical aspects of architecture with the emotional experiences of those who use the space. When architects consider not just how a building looks, but how it feels to those who experience it, they can create environments that are both functional and enriching. This balance leads to spaces that foster connection, creativity, and comfort qualities that enhance our daily lives. By engaging the senses and considering user experience, architects can design buildings that truly resonate with people, ultimately transforming how we perceive and interact with our surroundings. In doing so, they remind us that architecture is not just about creating shelter, but about creating meaningful experiences that enrich our lives.